What's going on, guys? Teen Mechanic here. Today is finally the day that I've been waiting for now because we're coming out of a cold snap and I hate those. So I'm glad that I've got this opportunity now to just finally do what this car needs done first and foremost, and that is replacing the Turbo 400 in this wonderful Delta that is completely shot. Now, take a look at where the car is. You'll notice it's in my garage. That means that the Cadillac and the Thunderbird are enjoying the nice weather right now, and God, it killed me to drive that car, like, in the snow. I drove it about 0 miles an hour, like, that's what the speedometer said anyway. But I needed the garage to do it because I'm not going to crawl around in the snow. But as you can see, it's in, and it made it in under its own power. I actually am surprised. I'd like to hear if you guys have any thoughts on this. I was told that this car the transmission was shot, and I did put it in gear when I first saw it, and I put it in drive and reverse, and it just revved up. And then when you put it back in park, you can hear the transmission pump. Like, it was shot as far as I was concerned. And then I put it in drive the other day, and it hunkered down and idled down and went into gear, and I hit the gas and it started moving. So I drove it up the street, of course, and then I got stuck up there. But if you keep it in first gear, it will stay moving. If you try and shift gears back into reverse or anything even of the sort, that's when you're kind of screwed. I assume it's bands. That's probably well, I'd say that's my best guess. Pop this hood here. Take a look in there. There's the 455. What I like so much, holy crap, this is a big ass car. This is a big table too. What I like so much about this accessibility here is that right there is the bell housing, and I can see every last one of the bolts I need to get off of there. Super easy. And I don't know why this trans is blue. I'm very excited to see it when it comes out of there. Trans cooler lines, the modulator valve there comes up to the intake. Aside from that, I don't even know if that is a modulator valve. The one I have is a huge modulator valve. That sucker there is pretty small if it is a modulator valve. You can see the exhaust is definitely leaking out of there as well. But anyway, it's nice to be able to see all of that. Now we'll move around to the other side here. See, yeah, okay. We still have room on this side too. It's just less convenient. Now here's the big hang-up for me. I'll show you my problem. This here, that was in neutral. I'll show you guys this new transmission here if we find the right key, which is always the square hole. Okay, all right. Pop this trunk here. Here is the new Turbo 400, the brand spanking new, never been used Turbo 400. Now, it's the exact same trans with a few little, oh boy, look at that, that's bent. Clearly I bent that. That's not good. I'll figure that out. The only issue with this is if you notice right there, there is no nub for a speedometer pinion or a cable of any kind. That's where it goes. And as you can see, it's not part of the tail shaft. It's part of the actual body of the trans itself. The other thing is this bushing is cut. I assume I can reuse the old mount because, like I said, this trans is going to come back out because it's wrong because of that speedometer, and I am not going to get that bored out and machined because that's the only option. That's not just a freeze plug. It's actually it's part of the casting on the behind that freeze plug. And I'm not even going to bother doing any pump seals. I'm not going to do any such things just because I'm really not worried about it. It's coming out anyway again, right? And I don't have a care in the world right now. I just need to get this car moving under its own power. So that is where I'm at right now. I'm excited to throw this thing in the car. All right, I'm going to get this thing up in the air. And I'm going to take that damn drive shaft off, and then once that's done, we're pretty much good to go. Let's get this underway. So, let's slide under here and take a look at what we're dealing with. You can see this is a long tail Turbo 400. I'm actually curious how this drive shaft disconnects, if it's bolted, yep. And it's not even 12 point. That makes my life a lot easier, actually. I'm short on 12 point. Perfect. That is some funky U-joint setup there. I've never seen something quite that funky. what is it, 2 U-joints? 2 U-joints and a coupler of sorts. That's strange. And up here it just slides in as normal. I hope the splines are the same on the other trans. I pray to God. And then we've got this one mount. This mount I'm going to reuse because I'm doing this the cheap way until I get the other trans rebuilt. That's the plan. Here's the pinion I was talking about. All this crap in the way. Let me just get rid of some of that. Take a look here at the speedometer pinion. You can see that's where the cable goes in. It's filthy and disgusting, but that's the speedometer pinion, and that's how it works. Unfortunately, mine doesn't have any such luxuries. Coming along this side, this here's that connector, which I assume is... Oh, and it's only... Oh, no, it's got 2 prongs in there. But I assume that's the neutral safety switch or something. I don't know. Or it's some kind of solenoid. I'm not sure. Hydromatic, which is cool. This transmission, is it supposed to be blue, or does that look spray painted to you? To me, that looks a little spray painted. I just can't tell. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Shift linkage also looks pretty darn easy. You just got one of those, it's not a lynch pin, it's not a cotter pin either, it's just, I forget, it's not a bobby pin. Anyway, linkage just pulls out of there pretty easily. We've got what look like maybe, 3/8 or something, or are these even bolts? Oh yeah, they're bolts, yeah, just 3/8 or something on these suckers. Pulls this plastic cover off to unveil the torque converter. Look how much oil's under here, man. This is pretty spectacular. Holy cow. Yeah, this sucker needs an oil pan gasket and a valve cover gasket really bad. And probably a rear main seal. Am I doing the rear main seal? No. If it was a one-piece and you could access it from the back of the motor, then yes. But in this case, you have to pull the oil pan off, and I'm not doing that right now. All I want to do is get this new trans in, so I can just move it around. Aside from that, that's really all our hookups on this side. If we go over to this side, we can see we have 2 trans cooler lines up there. And there's our modulator valve. I might not actually have to use the new vacuum cable that comes with the modulator valve. I might be able to just reuse this, because that's a pretty darn small modulator valve compared to the other one. Dipstick tube I might pull out, I might not. This gasket is, seen some better days. Transcooler lines, I don't know, what do those look like? Half inch, or 9/16 or something. Just pop right out of there. And that's easy enough. It's already low on trans fluid, so if I lose any whatever, I have to add it anyway. And aside from that, that's about it. Then we just have the torque converter bolts, which is only 3, it's not even 2. And we've got 6 bell housing bolts, if this is correct, which, if I'm looking up there... Uh-oh. Wait, is that right? I can't see. No, I don't know. Okay, let's go to the top. Zooming in here. As long as it didn't have the... Because there was 2 kinds of bell housings. One style came to a point in the center, and another style had two ears for different bolts. So I'm going to climb up onto this car and look down in the back. And good. That's the right style. You can see what I mean by the 2 ears. One came to a point right here, and the other style had 2 ears like this one does, which is exactly what we were hoping for here. There she is right there. It's very, like, look, I can touch this bolt, I can touch the one down here, I can touch the other one down here. Like, it's just hilarious how easy this sucker is. But yeah, this is going to be quite straightforward. So, first thing I'm going to do is pull that drive shaft out. Looks like 4, what I'm going to assume are 5/8 or 11/16. So let's find out which one they are. And yeah, it's that simple. Of course, Christmas is great while you're under 18. There's still room for tools in the budget. As you can see, I've been using that Stanley ratchet set for the last 5 years, and it is done. Definitely a very tired ratchet set, and it has been through a lot. So I'm glad I was able to get at least something else that actually holds my sockets in place instead of juggles them around like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna assume let's grab an 11/16 and 5/8 right here, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. I'm gonna find out very, very shortly here if I was right in my 5/8 theory here, which I was. Look at that, I know my stuff. And that's the 11/16. Now I've got this breaker bar here. I'm gonna see just how tight these are. This was sitting outside. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Oh man. Wow, I just cannot get a grip here. There we go. There's one. She's loose. Okay, let's see about this one. Might be tougher. Let's find out. Oh, that's not dead on. Oh, damn it. All right. Let's give that a try. There we go. There you have it. All right. Just gotta zip over to the other side. Okay. Okay, this one's actually kind of right there for me. Oh, that one's way tighter. Holy cow. Let's give that another shot. There you go. There we go. Wonderful. And now we got one more, which is right at the top. So let me throw her in neutral. Okay. All right. Let's get this last sucker out of here, which is right there. Right there. Oh, that's a tough one. There you go. All right. All right, we're getting there. Oh yeah, she's coming apart. There we go. This'll do it. She's trying. It's trying. Let me get a pry bar. And there you have it. Now, this very well may have fluid in it. No, nice. All right, let's test fit this on the new trans. Gonna get this crap off the tail shaft. Oh, actually, there we go. The crap is successfully uncrapped. Let's see if she fits. Oh yeah. so far, it does not. I take it back, it fits. Fits okay, actually. Trans is not seized. The linkage, I'm not sure where that's at, but it fits. And there you go, that's how you install a transmission. You just have to put a rear axle here and an engine on that end, and you've got yourself 2 powered wheels. Okay, let's continue with the trans. I'm gonna get that small cover covering the torque converter off now. Let's see what we can do. Oh wow, that's a crude. That's hilarious. That's pretty coarse threads. I did not need that sucker. Alright. Oh yeah, of course. Oil filter is in the way. Makes perfect sense. That's the way life goes. Alright, forgive me, I'm not so sure what happened there. But that bolt there came right out. I did not even need the impact. These bolts are so coarse threaded, they come out in like 2 revolutions. Let's see here. Alright. Cover's coming off. Let's see what we can do here. It's stuck right there. And somewhere else, I'm sure. These cables are so annoying. There we go. Look at that torque converter. Someone's been in here before, alright. You don't get torque converters that look like this. No. You get torque converters that look a lot more like that one behind my jack. It looks kind of like a pumpkin. Yeah, that's because it's rust. You get them that look like that. So the fact that this one is so nice definitely makes me think, what the hell? Okay, now, there's only 3 bolts holding this sucker on. To me, that looks like either 9/16 or a 5/8. I'm going to say 9/16. And that's about it, to be honest. So I'm going to grab my ratchet, and we're going to put this sucker in neutral. Actually, I think it already is in neutral. We'll spin the engine over. Yeah, this is going to be pretty darn easy, actually. Alright, pretty simple theory here. Just, all I did was hit the ratchet right up against the starter here and pull it, and it worked. Yeah, get the ratchet on. See if I can't pull this engine around. Yep, I can. Yep, perfect. This is what I did last time. Just pull her like this. Holy shit, I'm not expecting it to break loose on me, but it did. Oh boy. Alright, there we go. I probably should be expecting that, really. Alright, let's see if I can't rotate this a little further here. No, I cannot. Okay. Okay, I've got myself a wrench. Every time. The 9/16 theory was absolutely correct. Congratulations, me. I guess I'm getting pretty darn good with bolt identification, or bolt size identification, considering how often I work on things that are older than your mom. In this engine around here, I gotta figure out a way to do that, considering the fact that it's difficult. Okay, let's see here. I might just try my old way first. Let's make some wrench up here. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I can't do it really by hand. I might be able to bump the starter over, but that's like kind of like a last resort, I think. I might, if I'm not being lazy about it, I can just get a pry bar in here, but, you know. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Alright, so I managed to use a pry bar on the flex plate. Now let's move it the rest of the way by hand with this ratchet. And hope the bolt doesn't break loose on me before I'm able to get to here. And now I'm going to break that loose against the starter, which is not a good idea. I'm not going to use the starter. Like, I'm not going to hit the ignition. Watch this. Let me get my knee somewhere. Oh, there you go. Just like that. Pull this sucker out of there. Now the torque converter is completely free from the flex plate. And if we take a look up here, you'll see that's it. We got all three. So now what we can do, yeah, she needs a rear main seal pretty bad. Now what we can do is take the I'm gonna actually take all the accessories off of the transmission, shift linkage, neutral safety switch, speedo cable, whatever else, before I mess with the bell housing bolts, and then that's about it. The issue I see here is when it comes to actually drop it, we might have to take this sucker off, but to do that, we have to drop the exhaust, and to do that, it pisses me off. So, it's just annoying. Just gonna drop a rust water in my mouth. And, yeah, alright, so I'm gonna pull all this crap off sides of the transmission, and we'll get going after that. Okay, get this sucker off of here. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna bump it with my ratchet. Just like that. Now, I'm going to do it the risky way. There we go. Perfect. So that comes out pretty easily. And then this just slides right out of there. You can push the spring back, pop it out of the first channel like that. Shift linkage comes right out. Super, super easy to do. Very self-explanatory. There is a spring there, so if you wanted to take it out, you could, but I wouldn't do that because it kind of messes with shifter alignment. That's already out, the neutral safety plug. So now, I assume that's neutral safety. And now I'm going to just get the speedo cable off with channel locks, not the approved way. Let's see if I can't crack this loose here. This might be difficult with one hand. Hang on. This is how we do it. I might be able to just do it by hand. Yes, I can. Well, actually, no, I can't. So I'm just gonna keep going at it. This is how you replace a speedometer cable too, if you are interested in that. Hang on a second. God, this is annoying as heck. All right, let's get in here. It is absolutely full of caked on sludge, so it's definitely difficult to get her out of there. But it's moving along, and the threads are certainly not that fine on a speedometer cable, so this should only come out in a few more turns. Like that. Perfect. Alright, pop that sucker off. She comes right out, just like that. That's how you remove a speedometer cable. Super simple and straightforward. I'm going to move it out of our way. And like I said, this is already off. And I feel like I see something up there. What is that? Is that just a cable management of some kind? So then what's that? Oh, that's a nut. Oh, that's a bolt. Damn, I hate that. Okay, I gotta get that sucker off of there. I assume... Well, actually, why do I have to do that? I'm just... Honestly, guys, do you know how lazy I am right now? Like... Alright, check this out. So, I just broke these transcooler lines loose. I'm not exactly sure how much fluid is coming out of these suckers, but just to be safe, I've got a catch can. Oh man, that's tougher to turn than I'd like as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. This is the most beautiful paint color. That's like the color of the Oldsmobile. Wow, that is beautiful. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, cooler lines are off. The next and last thing I'd like to do is pull this filler dipstick, whatchamacallit, off. In order to do that, I gotta get that bolt off in the center of your screen, or nut, or whatever it is. And that is going to enable me to pull the dipstick tube out, and then we can take the rear mount off and drop the trans. We've got that. See how tight it is? Oh, it's not tight at all. Okay. Alright. This is actually the first bowel housing bolt, so it's really frickin' simple. While I'm here, I may as well do them all. And it's not even a 5/8, it's a 9/16. Like, that's seems pretty simple to me. Okay. There you go. Number 1. I believe there are 2 more down on this side. One is, oh no, we just got that one. So another one's down there. Where? Okay guys, I got that out right there. Take a look. This line is out, which is great. There's the other one right here. I'm kidding, I'm not that Canadian. Right here is the dipstick tube that's in the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out of its home. Turn that aside. Now guys, while I'm undoing this bolt here, I just want to tell you guys something. This is the first transmission I've ever replaced. So that just goes to show you, you cannot have done something, right, in the past. But you can know exactly how the heck it's done. Like, I've replaced engines, as you guys know. But, like, actually pulling a trans out and replacing it, like, same day kind of thing, first time I've ever done it. And I must say, so far, this is the easiest possible transmission that I possibly could do, especially for my first one. And so far, it has been an absolute cakewalk. So, this is pretty darn indicative of, I don't know, something. It indicates something. I mean, seriously, think about it. Something. That's as far as I go. All right, let's pull that dipstick out. Oh, it's a darn good thing I sort of had that drain pan. There we go. Perfect. There she goes. Most of that's coming out there. So I'm going to grab the dipstick here, pull it out. Now I've got a spare dipstick. I'm going to put it in the parts bin. Okay. All right. So dipstick is out, trans is out, those 3 bolts are out. I'm going to go over to the other side here and pull this side out. Now, you guys don't need to see that. I'm just going to get it done. Okay, all of the bell housing bolts are out except for one kind of just holding it there. Let's see if we can't just use a non-impact socket to get that off, which it looks like we can, which is great for me. Now that's off, and this trans should be good to go. I'm just gonna grab this screwdriver and see if I can't, oops, and see if I can't just, there we go, the transmission moves, she's good. She is ready to come out, which is great for me. This thing really does need to frickin', it's just annoying, but, actually I think we might be able, yeah. What we can do, guys, this trans can't be jacked up very much, but what I can do is, I should be able to drop, or just slide this, cross member here back, if I get the, in fact, especially if I get that mount off, I think I could do it pretty easily, and plus there's leeway there to slide the trans back anyway, or forward, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I'm going to grab a wrench. I'm going to throw it on these stupid things. First, I'm going to soak it in penetrating fluid. That's the wrong way, Joe. Oh, man. All right, let's try that again. There you go. And let's just do that 3 more times. Okay, all 4 of these suckers are out. This is free now. What I'm going to do is jack up the rear end of this transmission ever so slightly, just so I can get the just the mount to clear this cross member. And I feel like, there you go. Is it clear? Oh, not just yet. It should do. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. I really don't want to take this exhaust off. I think most of you guys should be able to tell that. But as you can see, we are definitely making some decent progress here. Pry up on the mount here. Actually, yeah, I'm going to need 2 hands to do this, but I'm going to pry up on the mount, as you can see. I'm going to slide this cross member back. Okay, let's just see what happens. I think it's coming out, personally. I just have to be careful not to, you know, screw with anything too crazily. She's coming out on that side. Hang on a second. We're close. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now she'll slide back. Okay, excellent. I gotta figure out how to make a transmission jack because I don't have one. And nor am I going to buy one to replace one transmission. As far as I know, nobody rents them. So, nor do I have any interest in buying it, like I said. So, I don't see any issue with just making one. Trouble is lining this back up without a jack is gonna suck. Okay, this is the home stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up there-ish. We're gonna see what we can do. Sorry if that's bad lighting. There's not a ton I can do about it. Now I'm gonna lay in this water. Let's see if we can just be very, very strategic. There we go. Oh yeah, she's good. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. She wants to fall too. That's not nice. Don't fall on me, man. There we go. She's officially completely dislodged. Alright, now this is the nerve-wracking part. The part that's especially gonna suck about this is all this fluid is absolutely going to fall. Okay. You can see she's out. Here she comes. Let's try and lower it here best we can. Yeah, she's gonna want to sit on that cross member. There's nothing I can do about it, so I'm just gonna lower it. All right, let's do it. Oh, did I bend the link? No, it. Oh. Oh no, it just slipped out. Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Nice. Frickin', okay. Here she comes, here she comes. Oh, she's gonna fall forward. Don't do that. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. She's getting absolutely fully caught up on this cross member. all over the floor. All over the floor. Oh well. What can I do about it, right? Nothing. At this point... Okay, now it's just sitting. No, that's not cool. Oh, uh-oh, spaghetti-o. I don't like that at all. No. Hang on. That is so much transmission fluid! Seriously, god damn it, that is annoying. Ah, for God's sake, man. That is a leak! I don't know if you guys quite understand just how frustrated I am by that. I don't think you quite understand how frustrated I am by that. And there she goes. That pisses me off greatly, and I'm trying to be as Canadian as possible right now. But seriously, that bothers me. That is a lake. A lake. Like frickin' Lake Superior, they say, is the most annoying thing in the world. Alright, let's just get this thing out of here. Alright, guys. There you have it. That is so annoying. I cannot tell you, but I cannot do anything about it now. So, there's that. Alright, now I gotta find out how to get this out of here. So, I am going. Oh my god, that's so annoying. That's huge. Look at that. Like, if you're looking... Jeez. I've done this to my dad's floors and driveways too much. And the guy deserves a break. So the fact that this is now happening again is even more annoying to me. Goes a tiny bit harder. Not much. There we go. Let's try that. All right, there we go. She's out. What a disaster! Okay, I've got an update. It's currently that outside, which is dark, but it's actually much warmer out there than it is in here. So, I've got the door open, but that's not what's important. What's important here is if you notice these two mounts, they are absolutely different. So this tail shaft on this TH400 is not going to work. So or that mount won't either. So I'm just going to pull this tail shaft off. I've already got all the rest of the bolts out. I gotta get a deep socket, 9/16. I'm actually curious what this tail shaft is going to look like. I really have no idea. Alright, let's... Wow. That's about it. that's about all the tail shaft looks like. And if it's a long tail, there's the speedometer pinion drive right there. You'll notice, actually, see the whole system in there? The odds are the new TH400 doesn't have any of this, but we're about to find out. So let's pull the tail shaft off of that and see what we can do. And if this tail shaft leaks after, it leaks. There's nothing I can do. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't want it to leak right now. There we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah. This is actually a very good opportunity for you to see what I was talking about earlier. Oh, look at that. It isn't part of the casting. Okay, I seen a video online about the whole drive system in here, and apparently it is not. I thought it was all a cast in there, but it's not at all. So that's pretty cool. That, to me, I don't know what this is, actually. I'd pull it off the old one, actually. I'd be curious to see what that is. But, yeah, alright, cool. Let's clear some of this absolute crud out of the splines and clean this off with some brake clean. We'll throw the other tail shaft on, and it should all match up just fine. Other than that, I'm not really too worried about this thing going in, so we'll see. But, yeah, you can see the difference between the long tail and the short tail, that's for sure. I mean, those are long tails. That's a long tail. They're very different. But anyway, we're getting pretty close here. I'm going to clean off these splines, and then we'll throw her in the car. I want to share something with you. I've just removed this frost plug here, and I just want to see if this fits, because I have a very funny hope that it does. We'll see. If it does, then I've got a speedometer. If it doesn't, I'm just going to keep throwing it back in. But, like, I was planning on just throwing this in, and then it would come out, you know, after I rebuilt that sucker back there. But I'm thinking, whoopsie, that's not good for it. I'm hoping that this just slips in there. And if it does, which it does, I've got a speedometer, guys. Because check this out. This here, the only issue is, hang on. Where'd it go? There it is. This right here is the clip that goes right inside of this hole. Right there on the tail shaft. And then if you take this gear, which I'm not sure if it's directional or not, I don't think it is, and you slip it on the tail shaft. Trouble is getting it over this damn O-ring here. If I can find a way to just, maybe if I, this is going to make a lot of you guys cringe. Slip under the O-ring there. And then, if I break this, that would be absolutely terrible. It's a good thing I've got a parts trans, eh? Alright. There we go. Slide it off of the tail shaft. I'll grease that all up before it goes on. I'm going to spray this with some stuff that I hope doesn't eat it. Okay. Alright, she slides on. And this has to go. I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing here. This is a spring, basically. So it's just the keeper. And if you, this is springy right here. So if you compress that and slide this right on top, or maybe even pull it out and put it underneath the this worm, or not a worm gear, whatchamacallit. You stick it in there first like that, then bring it over, try not to scratch anything. Then it might just slip right in there. And guys, check this out. Boom. Holy cow. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop this sucker out. The pinion gear, which is plastic, of course, slips right in there. Now we've got a speedometer. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. That is such fantastic news. Okay, guys, we are ready to throw this sucker under there. Ignore any of that. This is done in a safe manner, safe enough to my knowledge, and do not try anything you see in this video at home. I have to just say that. This thing is supported by jack stands, many jack stands, and ramps. This is a precautionary measure. I don't want anyone freaking out when they see that. But I need to get the car up high enough that we can do this. And that is slide this sucker under to its new home here. We are very close. I'm going to get this under and positioned, and I'll catch you guys when it's time to go up. Okay, I ended up having to actually unmount the exhaust so I could get that thing off, the cross brace there, because this transmission was not going up without doing that. So, no big deal. It's really not the end of the world, but this is very precarious because it's just a jack, but I am willing to take that risk right now. So let me slide this forward here. Okay, guys, check it out. She's going up. I hope this is the right transmission, not the other one. I'm kidding, obviously. Okay, this is difficult because one wrong move in this transmission is definitely prone to toppling over. My God. Okay, let's go up a little further here. Oh, that's precarious. Let's see here. Okay, it's fairly balanced as it can possibly get anyway. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some of this with this camera sitting down here. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I gotta find some way to push this that way, which is forward. It was actually going quite well until she maxed out on me. I didn't even think of that. Alright, I gotta get a block, I guess. Alright, let me see if I can even bring this sucker down properly here. Nope. Okay, I gotta do this off camera. Or, well, actually, I'll just... hang on. Oh, that was close. No. Oh yeah. Holy crap. Whew. Scared the crap out of me. Alright. Alright, we're good. Okay guys, I'm sorry to skip this far ahead. I know my camera is absolutely not going to work properly because I'm using my phone as a light. So I'm sorry about this, but just want to give you a quick update. Basically, the transmission is in, bell housing bolts are in, that cover, that stupid cover is in, all of that is done. Sorry, now my battery's dying. Anyway, my point is, transmission is in, the torque converter's done, I couldn't film much of it. Honestly, the installation without a transmission jack is absolutely hell. So I kind of had to focus entirely on it rather than filming. Now that it's in, buttoned up, and the lines and the wires are connected, and the speedometer cable's connected, which is so awesome, I'm going to go ahead and throw the drive shaft in now. So you guys already know how to do that. I'll catch you guys when I'm done. So I don't know if you guys can tell what's going on right now. I sure can't. This is how you destroy your phone camera if you've got a cracked lens and you decide to change the transmission. What's happening here? I don't know. You can see the OIS. Actually, this is me. I'm watching the camera right now, and I can see it moving around for OIS, but something has separated. Something has gone wrong. Anyway, let me just do this for you. Now you can at least sort of see. Yeah, so this is what happens when you change your transmission and you don't clean up along the way. I'm going to wash my hands, then we're going to have to fire this sucker up, and we're going to see, we're going to check the trans level, I guess, of fluid, and we're going to run it through the gears, and we'll see if it's a success. Let's go ahead and do this here. Actually, I'm not sure if it's warmer or colder out there. Let me find out right now. Way warmer. Okay, that's a good sign. All right. Let's start this sucker up. See what we can do. Hang on. Okay guys, there's absolutely no fluid registering on the dipstick, so obviously it doesn't go into gear. Let's throw some in. Okay guys, I have to act quickly. My battery's dying. It's getting late and this thing is loud. She's on the ground. I checked the fluid level. I ran it through the gears. It was on jack stands. It seemed to idle down, but this is truly the moment of truth. Truthfully. And we're gonna see if she'll drive herself out of here and not run out of gas and stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go, guys. That's reverse. Hang on. She is moving. Slipping a little bit. But it's moving. That's the exhaust scraping. That makes sense. Power steering works. That's nice. It's always good. Let's see if drive works. Nope. Doesn't seem right to me. Drive shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, there's not enough fluid in there or something. Let's back up. Let's check the fluid level. I think, like, I pray to God that's what that is, because if it's not, then I just installed a bad torque converter or something. Okay, I've filled her up. Oh God, she's gonna run out of gas too. Alright. I'm gonna cycle her through the gears. Drive. Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely a lot better. But, oh, okay. Well, it still feels slippy, but, like, you know, how good can I possibly get right now? Let's just take it up the road and see if it shifts. Nope. That sure doesn't sound like it's shifting to me. It sounded like it's going whoa, whoa, whoa. far because I'm gonna run out of gas. Oh, she shifted. Perfect. Okay, so I know the trans is probably good. She did shift. But yeah, she's definitely slipping and stuff. And bucking quite badly too. Sorry, neighbors. I know I have no exhaust, but that's the neighbor's fault. Oh yeah, it's bucking bad. Oh, but it is shifting. Nice. Oh, this is a damn roundabout. Okay, I'm gonna park right here. Look, that's where the caddy's gone, right here. Alright guys, I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's not exactly what I was hoping for, but to be honest with you, it's not horrible. I mean, it drives. I'm hoping that's like a fluid pressure issue and not a slipping issue. That's my hope anyway. But we will see. And it will not take very long to find out. Oh, I smell it too. I gotta make sure it's not leaking things. Actually, yeah, not a bad idea. I don't see a trail of red. I think we're doing okay. Alright, update. The old drives. This is the first actual test drive with it supposedly working here. Fluid level seems good. Speedometer works. Seems actually quite accurate as well. Driving. She is moving, and she's moving well too. The brakes are terrible, obviously, as the light says. I'm gonna actually, I gotta break in this old transmission. Honestly, it's not shifting. Well, I don't know if it needs to shift. Oh no, she shifted alright. Ooh yeah. Let's see what happens if I piss all of my neighbors off, even up the road. Oh yeah, she can lay her down. She can do it. Let's put it in super mode. Look at that. She runs, she drives, she shifts. Let's take her on the open road and see what we can do here. Because this is all just crappy snow. I want to actually take it on the road and see what we can do here. Snowbank here. Alright. Signal works. Oh man, there's a lot of slush on the road. And she's loud as hell. Oh yeah, no, she gets no traction at all. See what we can get her up to here. Sound like it's shifting. bit of beans here in just a moment when there's no curves, like right out front of this church. No, I will not give her beans in front of a church. Piss everybody off all at once. Here's a straightaway. Let's see what we can do. Oh, she shifted. Perfect. That's third gear. So the gears work. Slow down a bit. Wow. So the trans is good. It was definitely low on fluid. I put in 5 liters of trans fluid. That torque converter was bone dry. But she is actually working now. Wow, guys, look at this. It's working. It's actually driving. Look at this. The brakes are actually not terrible. Just needs that line fixed. The exhaust is hanging down pretty badly. She's in miles here, so I'm gonna slow her down. Guys, she's driving. She's driving all on her own. The generator light is out. I feel absolutely thrilled about this. Let's see if this works. Oh yes. Is there any fluid in the pump? No. No, there's not. She runs, drives, shifts, speedometer works. She needs tires, bad. She needs brakes, bad. I'm getting Matador vibes here. This is like kind of how my Matador came, although it had a transmission, and that transmission would never go bad, the 727. But look at this, guys. She's running and driving all on her own. Wow. Wow. I don't know. There's a feeling. A lot of you guys absolutely will know the feeling of just how nice it is when a vehicle does what you want. Oh, that makes me happy. There's a map light. Cool. Anyway, the Oldsmobile drives. I am absolutely thrilled. I didn't actually, I mean, I knew I'd get it to drive at some point, but when that transmission wasn't going to mount, or well, the speedometer wasn't going to work as I thought, okay, there's no way, like this is gonna be, it's gonna be a while before it's gonna get to drive. But you just saw, I got it up to what, 45 miles an hour? That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. If you guys want to see more Oldsmobile Delta content, you let me know. But in the meantime, I gotta get this thing all tuned up and ready to go. I'm so thrilled, guys. I'm so happy. Anyway, I'll see you very soon in the next video. Let me know what you want to see, especially with this thing. And yeah, stay tuned. Some cool stuff coming.